Hey everybody, so today my wife and I are opening an Edge of Eternities collector booster box. Managed to find one pre-release Friday. $350, which is about 80 or 90 less, and it's going for on TCG Player right now, so decent deal. Not a great deal. Really hoping for one of the Japanese fracture foils, although they're really rare. Sothera, or maybe we get lucky and hit a Galaxy foil stellar sites, because one of those come in each collector booster. Now looking at the collecting Edge of Eternities article, trying to figure out the layout of these boosters. Starts off with 4 standard foil commons and 4 standard foil uncommons, so probably won't get too many extended arts or anything like that here. But then after the full art land is where all the juice is in these packs, so each one's gonna build a little bit. And a gorgeous full art plane right there. Tanook, Steadfast Second. Mythic Rare. Each pack comes with 1 rare mythic from the Commander set. And start off with the Shockland there. Standard treatment, non-foil, Stomping Ground. And these stellar sites, as I said, 1 per pack, but gorgeous cards. Bit of a spoiler, but even the ones that aren't great, beautiful artwork on them. And these packs were pretty hard to open. They don't have the pull tab, or it's not the right word. They don't have the little cut at the edge, so eventually we just gave up and went to scissors, but good packaging, or frustrating packaging if you're not trying to damage the cards getting it open. A lot of Kavu creatures in this set. Bring me back to the day of Odyssey time frame when I played when I was much younger. Another great looking land. I will say we opened a couple Unfinity CBBs a while back, and I talked about Galaxy foils being way too common. They're much more rare in Edge. Secandi, hopefully I'm pronouncing that right. One of the planets that was previewed and shared a lot before the set. Echoing Deeps for the stellar sites. 0 Point Ballad. We're not keeping track. Normally we go back and forth and playfully keep track of who has more value. Unlike Final Fantasy, where there was a lot of pre-sales, there hasn't been for Edge, so no prices today. 80% of the cards haven't had a single sell. Doesn't officially release until next week, so whatever prices I could find are probably gonna dip a bit, and they wouldn't be accurate anyways. Awesome spacecraft there. A lot of these spacecraft, you have to tap, like where it says 9+, you have to tap creatures to meet those 9 counters. So there's some really cool ones in this set. A lot of them are great, but I don't know how playable they're gonna be. They seem too slow, to be honest. Great looking foil island. Gorgeous Hearth Hall. Another spacecraft from the Commander set. And the Lava Claw Reaches. Going into the set, seeing the previews, the one thing I didn't like was the text they're using for some of these stellar site cards, but I take it back. Everything we pulled in this box was absolutely gorgeous. The art was great. the text didn't really detract from the art, so non-valid complaint, and I rescind it. As you can see, she was really struggling to get some of these packs open. Another thing worth mentioning for those who don't know, most people won't care. My wife is pretty upset about it. No more art cards in play boxes or play boosters. They're only in collectors, and you still might get a token instead. So she's pretty bummed out. She likes collecting the art cards from the set. She has a binder or two with, I think, 2 completed sets at this point. And she was saying how expensive or impossible it would be, especially if you were cracking to get all 54. Lashwet Predator, cool art there. I think my favorite basic land in the set, the foil Forest. Dawnsire, another popular spacecraft that was previewed and talked about a lot. Same with the brood ship from the Commander set. And just, again, gorgeous art. And another stomping ground. This one foil. Two shocks and I think 4 packs, so great start there. And when we opened Infinity, I was trying to lead into Edge and get into the sci-fi and the Galaxy foils. I don't like Infinity, to be honest with you. This set I like a lot. It doesn't feel gimmicky. It feels like, I think I was worried there was just going to be a whole bunch of sci-fi tropes in it, like a enchantment Star Wars style Cantina card, and maybe not lightsabers, but a whole bunch of people with energy swords and that type of stuff. Doesn't feel gimmicky. Feels like they really put effort and thought into the factions and the art and the world of Edge. Long range sensor. Bunk card there. Gorgeous space-time anomaly. I don't think it's a special art. I think that's just the art. Petrified Field for the Stellar Sights. And special guest, I want to say poster card. That's not what they actually refer to it as, but love the art here. Love the style. Great hit there. We're starting off great. At some point, probably a couple weeks from now when prices stabilize, I'll go back and see how much we made or lost on this box, but I'm happy with it. Starfighter Pilot. One of my wife's favorite artworks. From what we've seen, at least. Sky Stinger. A lot of insect creatures in this set. I know everyone's talking about slivers, but I think we got a token or two. That was it. I don't think we got many, if any, sliver creature cards. And the first swamp, I believe. And it's kind of cool that in every pack, they're all full arts. That wasn't the case with Infinity, so that's nice. Zoo Ifit. I'm probably butchering that pronouncing of it. And the first Stellar Sights Galaxy foil there. As I said, they're fairly rare in the collector boosters. Maybe this one's not. We definitely pulled one. I might have talked over it earlier. And at this point, we just went to the scissors. I was actually more worried about damaging the cards than trying to get the pack open with my hands versus just being careful with the scissors. Jellyfish as well. Quite a few jellyfish creatures in this set. It felt bad getting vehicle cards and Aether Drift. It doesn't feel bad getting the spacecraft cards in this set. Another Zoo Ifrit. Big old boy right here. 10/10 beast. Cheap, only 4 CMC, but comes with a whole bunch of stun counters on it. And Thespian Stage for the SS slot. Another spacecraft. And we're halfway through. Happy with the hits already, but we'd love to get Sothera. Couple more Galaxy foils. Would really love to get a Japanese Fracture foil, but that seems like it's probably going to be more of a 1 per CBB case, not 1 per CBB type of card. Same as the Neon Chocobos and the serialized cards. That's the less than 1%, but that's all they'll tell you, so people can't reverse engineer how many collector booster boxes there are, but it's significantly less than 1%. Seer Von Dam. Gorgeous Plains. I think that's the second one we got of that. Second 0-point Ballad we got as well. Not too many duplicates in this box though, overall. Especially in the premium slots. And the Thrumming Hive pull. I had a Sliver deck a long time ago. Probably need to make another one for that card. And I'm not even going to pronounce that one, but Serval card at any time. You can always see your library. I don't play blue often, but I feel like with the right deck, that'd be pretty playable. So while I struggle to get this pack open, if you made it this far in the video, do me a favor, like and subscribe down below so you don't miss future pack openings. Try to do them at least once a week. Got plenty more Edge of Eternities coming. Thanks. Another jellyfish. Mouth of the Storm. Another Kavu Memorial Team Leader. And this one, Third Plains. But we finally got a Galaxy foil version of it. Another Lumen class Frigate. Singularity Rupture. That would be an annoying card to play against. Another Galaxy foil here. This was the pack for that, I guess. And the Sothera. The one hit I was hoping to reasonably get. I knew the Japanese Fracture foils were unlikely. So that's we won this box, regardless of what the value of it ends up being in a couple weeks. And if we were keeping track, being the one that pulled 2 Galaxy foils, the special guest, and the Sothera, pretty sure I would have won this one. Ilvoy Operative, another jellyfish. Never made a jellyfish deck, but if this is the rate we're gonna pull them, I might have to. Molecular Modifier, Kaboo Creature, another Singularity Rupture, Board Wipe with Milling. That card's gross. Then another Tanook Steadfast Second, but this has the great looking special art on it. And we're both down to our last pack. Fingers crossed for one more big hit. Even one more shock land would be great. Two nutrient blocks and 3 cards. That happens with the common slot, I guess. Happens with the uncommon slot too from time to time. And this island probably gives that forest, rainforest type full art basic land a run for its money. Mutinous Massacre, we pulled 2 in this box. Blast Zone, might be my favorite art of the stellar sites we pulled. And nothing good in the ultra premium slot there at the very back for me. So yeah, while she opens her last pack, I was cautiously optimistic about this set. Great sliver token there. But after opening this, this is going to make it easier for me as a lifelong Final Fantasy fan to get over Final Fantasy being done. Because I've really enjoyed this set and I'm looking forward to opening it more. Nebula Dragon. And here we go. Last pack. Last rares and premium slots. What do we get? Another one of those. Great card. Another insect. Another beautiful Stellar Sights. And Mythic Rare Devastating Onslaught foil. Once again, the artwork on this set's just well done. So for the major hits, 2 Stomping Grounds. 1 foil, 1 non. The Thrumming Hive pull, Reddit's on fire about. The Galaxy foil, Meteor Crater from the Stellar Sight slot. Devastating Onslaught. Sasor Secundi. Probably mispronounced that the second time. Space Time Anomaly. Zoo Ifit. Actually pulled 2 of those. Tanuk. Dawnsire, I think, is like one of the headliner spacecraft. Great alt art there. Another great spacecraft. Sothera, the head of the box. And the second head of the box, the poster style special guest, Magus of the Moon.